What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jordan Eakle, Infinite Abundance, here today, coming at you with another video. Self-love is the key to success. Self-love is the key that opens up all doors. You see, right now in this world, there's a lot of suffering. You know, there's a lot of disease, there's a lot of sickness, there's a lot of chaos going around. There's a lot of wars. You know, there's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of frustration, right? This manifesting into the outer material, physical world, right? So what we must understand right now, what we must realize is that everything outside of us is a reflection of inside of us, right? And realize this today, ladies and gentlemen, that your mind is a blank canvas. Your thoughts are the paint and your human is the picture, right? So what will you create, right? Understand that what you consume consumes you. What you tune into, you turn into, right? So guard your eyes, guard your ears, and guard your mouth, right? What goes inside of you comes outside of you. What goes into your eyes and ears comes out of your mouth, right? And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, the words you use are labels, right? And the label is a limitation for a vibration in this infinite experience on this infinite universe, infinite planet Earth, right? So realize that. What are you speaking about, right? Are you speaking things as they are or as you would like them to be, right? I've been told before that I'm a liar or that I'm lying, and I tell them, you know, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth in advance. Right? You see the thing, guys, because at the end of the day, you are not here in the present moment. You are the 0-point field, right? So you were either speaking the past and creating more of it, or you're speaking the future and allowing your body to catch up. Does that make sense? Because you were either one. Right now is this moment, right? 5 seconds ago is gone. Makes sense? So you either speaking about what just happened or what's going to happen, right? But here's the thing. Whatever you speak about is going to happen, all right? See, Earl Nightingale, the strangest secret in the world, said that you get what you think about most of the time. You get what you think about most of the time. So what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about and why? You know, if you really, really, really want something, you'll get that. And if you really, really, really don't want something, you'll get that too, right? So be careful. Be careful what you're focusing on, right? Be careful who you're sharing what with as well. You know, one of the things that can steal a dream is sharing it with the wrong people, right? It's called observational energy, right? Because your brain, ladies and gentlemen, is a neurotransmitter receiver of frequency, right? So you are telling the universe, hey, I want this. This is what I am. This is who I am. This is what I'm creating. And then what happens is you share it with the wrong person. And then what happens is they'll send you out counter intention. Well, that person's not good enough. Who's that person? They are. And what's happening is these people that you share your dreams with, they are projecting their own limitations onto you. They're saying, well, you can't do that. What makes you think you are? Right? And then that'll make you actually doubt yourself. In all reality, you just shared it with the wrong people. Right? This happened to me many times along my journey. Right? Protect your dreams. Protect your vision. Right? Protect who are you sharing what with. You know, you got to get around a group of people, a mastermind, a support system, a like-minded people that are actually going to pull for you. It's one of the keys to success is having people actually pull for you. Right? It's actually people pulling for you. Right? People giving you recognition. People for you to give recognition as well. It's called the law of exchange, right? The golden rule. Do unto others as you would like done unto you, right? What you give out, it comes back to you, right? So if you're feeling bad about yourself, you know, if you're unhealthy and you're not doing things like you're supposed to be doing them or that you told yourself you're going to do them, you know, whether it's breaking agreements, whether it's falling back into old habits or doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, right? What happens is we'll get mad at ourselves and then we'll project that onto someone else and then we'll get mad at them and then they'll get mad at us and then we'll be like, oh, that person's just mad at me. That person just doesn't like me. Oh, it's not fair. And then what we're doing is we're using what's called mysticism, right? And we give our power away. We give our power away. The moment we say something outside of us has control over inside of us, we just gave our power away. We just gave our power away. And now what? Right? So you got to take responsibility. You got to take responsibility. This happened to me along my journey, right? You got to take responsibility for everything that's in your life, everything that you created, and realize that, hey, I'm the creator of my reality. I've created everything up to this point, right? The law of attraction works. The law of attraction is working in your life, in my life, in everyone's life, whether you know about it or not. Whether you know about the law of attraction, whether you've heard about the law of attraction, whether you've heard about manifestation, whether you've heard about the strangest secret in the world, like, look, it's happening in your life and will continue to happen in your life, whether you are aware of it or not. You get what you think about most of the time. You're the creator of your reality, okay? You get what you think about most of the time. You're the creator of your reality. right? But what about all these patterns and habits and all this trauma that I have? What about it, right? It comes to a certain point where we got to be like Buddha and let it go, right? Sometimes we just got to let it go. And I know that's not always easy, because the more pain you experience, right? The more pain you experience, the more trauma you have, and the more reference experiences you create of the same exact trauma, right? And it's not easy. It's not always easy, right? But the sooner the better, right? Sooner is better than later. And say this phrase. This is a phrase I've learned from Kevin Trudeau. Shout out to Kevin Trudeau, your wish, your command. He says, say this, sooner is better than later. I'm having, being, and doing anything and everything I want, right? And you have to make that decision that I'm creating my reality. I'm no longer living in fear. I'm no longer living in my past. I'm no longer living in my victimhood. I'm no longer living in my trauma. I'm no longer living in this idea of who I think I am. I'm choosing to be the creator of my reality today. I'm choosing to step into my power, and I'm choosing to go out there and create my reality. Right? Focus, right? I'm gonna talk about focus here right now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, right? Narrow your eyes to narrow your focus. Narrow your eyes to narrow your focus, right? Make sure you get an index card, right? Make sure you get an index card, man. And it's something I share with people I work with, people I partner up with my team. It's like, you gotta have something that you're focusing on, right? Because I've had people come up to me, they're like, yo, my mind is just distracted. I'm confused. I'm not focused. What do I focus on, right? It's simple. You gotta focus on what you want to get it, right? Because whatever you're focusing on is what you're going to get. So you got to have something, right? Some people call it a chief aim. Some people call it a goal. Some people call it a target. Some people call it, whether it's a monthly income, a yearly income, whether it's a rank, a position, a role, right? A promotion, or a project you want done to create, whatever it is. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's a weight you want to lose. Or maybe it's a level of spiritual connectivity you'd like to create. Whatever it is, right, in your life, maybe there's a partner. Trick, right? Get it on an index card. Get it on an index card. I am so happy and grateful. Now that, and write it in the rest, right? And focus on it most of the time. Right? You got to give yourself a daily method of operation. What are some steps I can take today? What are some steps I can take every day? Right? And do it every single day. You see, they asked Derek Jeter, Hall of Fame shortstop, Derek Jeter, why are you taking ground balls every day? You're a Hall of Famer. At a press conference, and Derek Jeter responded. He said, you know what? I'm a Hall of Fame shortstop because I take ground balls every day, right? So it's not about, oh, I've already done this. I already know this stuff. You can't take the training wheels off. You can't take the training wheels off success. You got to master the basics. You want to be a master at anything, you got to master the basics. You got to master the thing, and if you've gotten to a level before, right, you got to do the things that you did to get to there, right, the last time, and then more. Right, so understand that regardless of what you created, you are not what's happened outside of you, right? You are always the creator of your reality. You can always let go of your creations and realize that you are not the creation, you are the creator, right? And you can always choose what to consciously create in your reality, what you're going to focus on, right? So what you focus on grows. Where focus goes, energy flows. What you visualize, what you energize is what you materialize, right? So focus on what you want. So how do you know what you want? How do you know what you want? I'm going to end off this. I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. Right? How do you focus on what you want? How do you know what you want? Right? You got to feel good. Right? Because if you're feeling bad, that means you're doubting. Right? And you don't have a desire for anything. Right? Because if you're feeling bad, you guys know how this works. Like if you're feeling bad, I mean, your thought is like, how do I just get this day over with? Like, how do I just go to bed because I'm tired of these people? Like, you can't even think about what you want in that state. So you got to feel good. Go out and go for a walk. Get nature. Take care of yourself. Self-love. Right? Go eat healthy. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Do some yoga. Meditate. Journal. Right? Set some boundaries. Say, everyone, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm going to go out to nature. I'm going to get my notebook out, and I'm going to go write down what do I want. And I'm going to ask myself questions. So one of the best things to clarify what you want, and not only what you want, but where you are. Right? Because you got to know point A and point B. And Bob Proctor always said, before he passed away, shout out Bob Proctor, the legend, right? He says you got to know two things to get what you want. You got to know where you are. You got to know where you're going, and you got to get moving, right? That's three things, actually, man. Three things. You got to know where you are, you got to know where you're going, you got to get moving, right? So the daily method of operation will get you moving in that direction, right? Success is all about momentum. It's all about momentum cycles. We become what we repeatedly do. As the great Aristotle once said, we become what we repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence is not an act, but a habit, right? Therefore, excellence is not an act, but a habit. So self-love. Take care of yourself, and the rest takes care of you. Because the rest is you, right? We're all unique perspectives of the one infinite creator, pure potential, infinite possibility, right? So there is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have in this universe, right? So understand that take care of yourself, and the rest takes care of you, because everything outside of you is a reflection of inside of you, right? So that's my message for today. Peace, Galactic Guardian out.